Please welcome the wickedly talented
Betch's Video Club.
There's a mistake. You guys won Best Picture.
Welcome back to Betch's Video Club, the show where the Betch's Video team talks all things movies and TV. It's like book club, but with way more screens. Today, we have as your hosts...
Jack Maloney.
Tess Trielis.
And Maddie Mahoney. And we are giving out awards to the best Beachy teen dramas. The shows that had us asking, where are their parents? And what do they do for work that allows them to have houses that big? And are those companies hiring? The shows nominated today are The OC, The Summer I Turned Pretty, and Outer Banks. Woo! Okay, so just so everybody knows, readers who are listening, we only watched the pilots, okay?
Yeah, only the pies.
Now, we know that these shows have way more episodes out than the pilots, okay? We know that. But we need you to know that everything we're about to talk about today is just based off the pilots. So if you haven't started these shows, this is a great episode to listen to. No real spoilers. And if you have watched the shows, it's also a great episode to listen to because it's like TBT to the time when I had not watched the show yet. Have you watched any of these shows before this episode, or are we all virgins to the shows?
Virgin.
Well,
What?
I think I'm a half virgin.
Really? Just
when
the tip?
Yes, exactly. Just
Okay.
the tip.
One little
Because
pump.
I just got the tip of the Summer I Turned Pretty pilot before once. Like I realized while watching it, I was like, I've seen the first half of this.
So you saw the first half of the first episode once before.
Just the tip. Yeah.
Right.
And
so half
Julie.
virgin.
Will in our office, shout out Will, did give me his version of the rest of the seasons, so I do know what happens. But this was after the pilot.
Wow. And
Is it eventful?
Because
Can
I
you
knew
spoil
I
that?
wasn't going to watch the rest of The Summer I Turned Pretty. So,
Really?
But I wanted to know. So I was like, can you just tell me what happens?
And he did.
So we sat down for about 5 to 10 minutes and he told me what
That's
happened.
low-key one of my favorite conversations to have with someone.
Yeah.
Any big surprises you had while you were watching these?
Look, I'm such a sucker for these things. Like, I'm like, oh, rolling my eyes, like, oh, of course she's like this. Of course he does this. And then they kiss, or there's like the moment where they like brush elbows, and I'm just like, like
You're
I'm
just a girl kicking your toes.
I'm like,
Yeah.
it's the summer, this is your pretty. Like,
Yeah.
and then I become
Fully
that
in.
in it.
For me, like it's always that I get sucked into the narrative, and these types of shows I feel like are very formulaic. They all sort of, even the ones that were made more recently, like Outie B and Summer I Turned P, and then OC,
the OC.
and the OC.
Already.
The OC is like the most formulaic, I would say, because that's kind of the mold. That's like what I would learn about in like screenwriting class. Like, since I'm your brother, I'm going to teach you how to rob this car. It's like introducing people those ways. But then I still watch these other shows and I'm like, formula is still kind of the same, and I'm living for it.
I have a hot take. Formula is that girl. Formula works. Wait, is that a hot take, or is that just like saying this guy is blue?
I think it feels like a hot take because people always want to break the mold, but like if you follow the rules of what makes something
just,
good,
like-
it can work. Just does work.
I do feel like these shows are made for teens. None of us are teens, right?
Nope.
And we also loved them. And that's because the formula is designed to make you feel things. And like, if you're a feeler, you're going to feel it.
Okay.
Let's get into our first category, which is Best Summer. Your nominees are Living with the Coens in the OC, Being a Pogue in the Outer Banks, and Living at Cousins Beach for the summer. Which would you have chosen? Go.
Cousins.
Cousins, same.
Cousins as well.
Yeah,
I just live for that
Cousins.
house. And
That house.
if you pick Pogue, like I really want to know why. Like you're
Yeah.
sweaty at all times.
Sandy.
You're hot. You're abandoned by your family.
No amount of
You're living in a dirty
moisturizer.
house. Police on your ass. CPS knocking on your door. Hurricane. Whoa.
Guns
New
everywhere.
thing. Gun for fun.
Gun for fun.
Corpse also for fun.
Ooh.
Shipwreck. Can't touch. Don't look. Like
Shipwreck, can't touch.
Can't touch.
Treasure?
Don't look.
treasure.
Treasure?
Not yours.
Related to
Not for
Daddy.
you.
Daddy
Contraband. Surely.
I also love like the feeling of, I mean, they all are cousins. Like, they're the family friends where you're like, they're not my family. Like, it feels like
Yes.
that whole
Yes.
space is like, well, they're my family friends. So they're like kind of like my cousins, but
that's
sometimes we
why-
kiss.
That's why it's hot when they kiss.
Yeah, 'cause you're like,
Okay, but
'Cause it's
also can I
kinda
just say
forbidden.
that that's why it's weird that it's called cousins?
No,
'Cause
that's
it's
just
kinda
like a New
giving
England
incestington,
thing.
you think?
Yeah.
No, I think it's a little incesting.
I think it's a little
Really?
incestington. I do because I'm just like, wait, we're at Cousins Beach and the brothers are gonna low key be fighting over the same girl was
And
what
they're
was
also going
clearly
to
happening
be
to me.
showering together.
Yeah, well, that's the brother and the
Yeah, I
friend,
know,
so
I
that's sort of
know.
cousins, and
Yeah.
then we're back to
That's
square
cousins.
one.
Guys, comment, and subscribe down below if you think it's incest. What were your actual teen summers like?
Mine was a lot like Cousins.
Really?
Yeah, I think like my
Making
summer
out with your cousins.
Yeah, no, well, not actually, but like I was in like a friend group where everybody kind of dated everybody at one point, and we all like we would like sneak out and like ride bikes and like go to the beach and have a there was a bonfire and there wasn't any like real danger. Like it was
Right.
very wholesome and sweet.
That's so nice.
And yeah, very New England. No debutantes, but definitely like this like dress to impress kind of like always performing. Everyone knows everybody in the town. Like the cops were not scary.
Yeah.
Like they were giving you parking tickets. Like
Did you have a first kiss in the summer?
I did.
Oh my God.
Tell.
Yeah. I mean, it was just like, like you're in the bushes and you're just like, okay, here we go. And then we were like, okay, bye. And then
Was
you
it
run.
everything?
Well, no, and then you run away and you tell your friends.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh,
And it
it
feels
was kind
so
of slimy.
cool.
Although my first like makeout sesh, I remember there being so much saliva.
Oh.
That I was
God.
like, there was just like too much that I remember being like, I felt like I had to keep like spitting because it was just like gross.
Well, he was excited, Tess. Did the boy make the move on you?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
but it was also like your friends are so involved. They're like, why don't
yeah.
you two go over there? We're all going
Yeah.
to go over here. And you're like, what? I'm sweating from every crevice. Like it was so, I remember being very nervous. Every summer I was like, this is the summer I'm going to be hot.
Exactly.
So you kind of were living vicariously through the summer I turned pretty.
Every summer I would
Yeah.
go and I'd come back and I'd be like, this is the year the boys from high school are going to notice me.
Yep.
And also, I'm not gonna lie,
Never did.
Rain Spencer's character Taylor, so giving the type of go over there energy.
Yeah.
'Cause she's like, you're gonna kiss Connie, like you want to do it.
You need those
Like, you're
friends.
egging her on. Like honestly, I lived for her character. I was like, come on, supportive bestie, like get her hers.
I think we're ready to announce the winner, right?
Yes.
Okay. And the Beachy for best summer goes to Living at Cousins Beach for the summer.
There we go.
Yes,
Not surprised.
fun Tims.
We would practice kissing on the wall. So we
You
would
were a
like
wall girl.
we would wall kiss and we would like practice, then we like give each other notes to be like, okay, so like I think
Here's what I'm seeing.
Here's what I'm seeing. Here's what you should do.
Really?
We would like practice on walls and pillows.
Well, that's a perfect segue into our next category, which is Best Summer Crush. Your nominees are Ryan Atwood, the OC, Conrad Fisher, The Summer I Turned Pretty, Jeremiah Fisher, The Summer I Turned Pretty, and John B. Outer Banks.
Okay, I'm sorry, I have to jump into this one. Broodington Jones. These men
I
are
know.
all so broody.
I know.
It's actually unreal.
They're moody,
And
broody.
it makes them hotter for some reason.
But
I don't
why
understand.
Is that? I was so into emotional men, not emo guys, like really deep feelers who were just like, God, life is hard. I know there's going to be people who are mad that Adam Brody is not on this list. And to that, I just want to remind you back to the sort of first 30 seconds of the pod where I said we only watched the pilot. Adam Brody's not doing much in the pilot.
No.
He's giving nice boy, he's giving gamer. Like, it's not hot. It's just like character who's going to develop.
He's kind of looking like he's doing a lot on Reddit, sort of incel wise.
Yeah.
You know, like he's kind of giving me
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah.
just slime grease ball moves.
Naming the boat
Wait, I was
after the
gonna
girl
ask.
he's never spoken to.
I was gonna ask, do you guys like that?
No.
Yes.
You,
Yes!
of course.
Like have a boat named after me, write a song, like write poetry. Like that was my romance
Poetry,
novel.
sure.
A boat though? A boat?
But he's never spoken to you. Imagine he finally asks you out on the date. You go on the boat and you see it's named Summer. It's like,
That was the one time in that pilot where I thought Summer was lucid, because the entire rest of the time I think she was having a psychotic break.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like the one time she's lucid is when she's like, "You named your boat after me? That's weird." And I was like,
It
that
is weird.
That singular take, I agree with. Everything else you're doing is insane.
I
know
think
that.
now is a good time to talk about the queer baiting in
Yes.
The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Girl,
They show up
bye.
and those boys are like, whoa, you worked out. Look at your arms. Look at
like
your abs."
literally.
Cut to, they're showering and singing together.
Yeah.
Totally normal.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah. And I'm like, gay. And then the moms are like, always the momming and together. And then they
The
have that like
moms.
moment where they're like, it's just us. And I was like, okay, so there's history here.
I would love to see the storyline of the moms be like, we actually don't like our husbands. And the big conversation that we have to have with the kids is, because you know how Conrad and Jeremiah's mom like keeps being prompted to like have this talk with the kids, and I'm like, what is this about? Like, is she sick? Is there a divorce? Like, no, I think it's that she's gonna come out and the moms are gonna get married.
That part, because the way that they said, just the women and the children, just the way
women,
we like it.
Just the moms. They're
Just
always
the
going,
way
the
we
moms
like
this,
it.
the moms that.
It might be
Right.
the summer I turned pretty for some, but it's the summer I turned homo for others, and that's that.
Yeah, totally. I think we're ready to give out the award. And the Beachy for Best Summer Crush goes to Ryan Atwood.
Well, yeah.
Wait, we didn't talk about Ryan at all, y'all.
Well,
Ryan
because-
Atwood is the sweetie pie who's tempted to go to the wrong side of the tracks, but you know that this girl is going to pull him over to the right side.
Right.
But he's always going to be yearning for that other side. It's sort of like a Romeo and Juliet situation.
It's kind of giving rugged vagabond with a heart of gold. See, his
Yeah.
broodiness being attractive does make sense to me because I think you see the rough exterior, but if you have feelings like we do, like the girls in the show do, you can look inside.
Yeah.
You know?
The next category is Best Beach Brawl. The nominees are Ryan fights Luke on the beach at the fashion show after party in the OC. Pogues versus Kooks fight at the bonfire in Outer Banks. And Conrad fights a rando over a beer and Belly gets involved in The Summer I Turned Pretty. I just thought it was so funny, like back to that discussion earlier about how these all follow the same structure. They all have this beach brawl.
Yeah.
There's a bonfire and there's a fight. And it's at a pivotal moment in the episode.
And they all lose. Like all our main characters lose the fight.
Right.
But they win the girl's heart. And that's what matters.
Right. It's like a clear character turning point for all of them.
I will say, though, one of the baller ass moments of these pilots was when JJ, literally, that one kook is trying to drown John B.
This is the Outer Banks.
Yeah, in Outer Banks. And JJ just puts the gun on his neck and he goes, you know what it is. I was like, honestly, I was like, slay.
That was a question I had for you guys. Have you ever gotten in a fight?
I sort of did in 6th grade.
Really?
Yeah, I had a period where I did. I had a period.
you had a
I had a
period.
period.
You got
I
your
was,
first
I was
period.
only seeing red for a while. Like,
And they
Jack's
teased you
first
for it.
it was
period.
one time,
It was
just
showing.
1 month, it just happened where all these kids in my grade started like turning against me. I came out as having a crush on a girl I liked, aka wanted to be best friends with her, but in my brain at 11 I was like, that means I'm a crush. I basically was like incessantly bullied by my whole class who were formerly my friends. I know, rough. And then one of my former thought he was one of my former guy best friends, like was making fun of me at PE one day, and then tied like 2 football flags together with him and another kid, like as like a tripwire, and started running towards me.
No.
And I sort of 11-year-old hulked out and grabbed them with one arm as they got to me and threw them both on the floor.
No.
Yeah. And then everyone hated me even more. And that was my only fight ever.
Whoa. That's a good move, though. Like, you had to be so strong to do that. Were they so scared after that they never came for you again?
Never.
Good.
Never again.
So I was bullied by this girl and she slapped me in PE. Same thing.
What
I
is
went
it?
up. I don't
we
know.
need to cancel PE.
Yeah.
It's
Wait,
part of the
this is
physical
actually
education. It's kind of
This is interesting lore. Okay, so she spread a rumor that I didn't wear a bra, which is like so bizarre. And so in my like dramatic mind,
Did you wear a bra?
Yes, I
okay.
did. And I didn't know if it was like a good thing or a bad thing, but in my like scenario in my
Neither.
head,
Who
I
cares?
was like, I'm gonna stand on the table and like show everyone my bra.
Hell yeah.
And I didn't. And so I was like, oh, she's mad at me. Why? And so I started to go up to her to be like, hey, like, why are you mad at me? And then she slapped me out of nowhere.
What?
Right.
How old?
7th grade. Yeah. And then I
That's
remember
too old for a
and
slap.
I was like, did that just happen? And I look over and she's like with all the girls and she was like replaying it for everyone else. And I literally was like, okay, so I'm not crazy.
I slapped somebody once. I don't know if I'm proud. I'm definitely not proud of it, but I do sort of stand by it. Does that
Yeah?
make sense?
Okay,
What
let's
was
hear
the
it.
sitch?
So, senior prom, I go with my date. My girlfriend goes with her boyfriend at the time.
Naturally.
Date. We go to the after party. It's at an entirely different person's house, okay? And there's this like long driveway, and but people were mostly in the house. Some people were outside the house. I was looking for my friend's date because I wanted him to be on my beer pong team because he was really good at it. And we were all friends. And so I'm like looking for him. I'm like outside. And I'm like, oh, I think that's my friend. And it's my friend who I'm looking for sitting on the stone wall. And in front of him on her knees is the foreign exchange student.
The date.
Giving him a blowjob.
Her date.
Yeah. And I was like, I was so shocked. I'm just like, wait, I'm literally watching my friend cheat on my other friend right now at after prom.
Oh, and they were dating. They were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yes. Yes. And so I just like walk up. I don't know what came over me. I wasn't drunk. I had had like one beer. I walk up. I just stand right behind her and I like lean over her and I just slapped him across the face.
You leaned over her.
I had to.
That's crazy.
She's like, what? Is this an American custom? You had
He
that.
and I, friends to this day. And she and I are too. Not the German girl, my actual
The
other
real
friend.
friend.
Yeah.
I would love
They
to-
are not, but like we got through it. He was
Yeah.
like, I apologized the next day and he was like, no, honestly, like you were in the right. I was like, well, I could have just like said something. Okay, should we give the award out?
Yes.
Okay. And the Beachy for Best Beach Brawl goes to the OC.
oh!
That, good for the OC. The OC to me really is the OG of teen summer beach shows.
It is, and also I think that Brawl actually had the most narrative weight. The other two sort
so
of
true.
felt a little random. The Cooks Pogues, I think, needed to establish that. But this one was like, Adam Brody just exposed him. Now he's getting beat up, shows Ryan's character and his heart of gold because he still defends him, beats these other mofos up, and gets beaten up.
Mofos.
These mofos. And of course, me being toxic, I was rooting for the hot guy, the hot, mean one.
Jack.
What?
Stop
And
doing
that's
that.
my gay trauma.
That's your
Right.
That's my trauma.
It's time for the final category, which is Best Beachy Teen Drama of All Time. And just as a reminder, we sourced these shows from the Academy, the Betch's office, and these were the top 3 nominees. The OC, Outer Banks, and The Summer I Turned Pretty.
My favorite was the OC.
Okay.
OCFC.
Of CFC. I thought it was less cheesy. Like The Summer I Turned Pretty had a little too much like, let's go to the water.
Literally, what was that scene where Jeremiah jumps on Belly's bed and he's
yeah.
like, I've been waiting all summer for you. It's like, dude, she just got here. Like, what are you
He
doing?
literally does this
They're
thing
like,
that
it's
I feel
time for
comedians
a- yeah.
do in sketches all the time, like the like as he like launches onto the bed, he's like,
Like,
so Belly.
yeah, it seemed like a Disney Channel original series.
Yes,
At
yes.
some points. Outer Banks.
Scary.
It was a little scary.
Really
I had to
scary.
mute for the fight scene. I was like, oh my God, are they going to kill him? So it was a
Right.
little more like heisty rather than like rom-com-y.
I didn't realize it was going to be that way.
But I did like the guy's girl, you know, in that group. I think that was the only
Yeah.
like, she's like, yeah, like I'm chill.
She's like, I'm rich, but I hate that about myself. It's like, whoa, what if you just treated all of us all the time? That'd be great.
My family owns a restaurant, but I don't give anyone food.
I did really like The Summer I Turned Pretty. That
Is that your fave?
that has me in a chokehold. And the fact that I know there's 5 seasons and it's happening right now. Like there's a lot of discourse that I could get into. I'm really excited about the Jeremiah versus Conrad discourse. Right now I'm full team Conrad, even though, I mean, dude, try to have a good time. It's the summer. Like, Jesus Christ. He's so moody.
Smoking, like sitting in here.
I have
like,
no problem with the
feeding
smoking,
pool.
but,
no,
like-
it's not that. It's just the general aura of it all. Like he's
yeah.
like a completely different person now.
God, being a teen is literally life or death. Every single day, emotionally, it is a roller coaster. You're like, just everything is so high stakes, and it's like the best. Like I don't know if I liked it when I was in it, but looking back on it, it was sort of fun to like feel everything so intensely. And then like you just lose a little bit of that as you have like more context in life. But I really liked being taken on that journey.
I think it was the OC from EFC because I just think for a few reasons, like as a nerd of film and TV, like I feel like it's really just such a good example of a good pilot. Like it does all the introductions and things very like sometimes pretty functionally, but like in a way that doesn't feel clunky. I was genuinely like, I need to keep watching this. Like, I
Yeah.
really, really want to keep watching
I
this.
felt the same way after it.
I still do feel the same actually about Summer I Turned Pretty. I'm like, I will be binging this as well.
Yeah.
But like the OC, that was one I was like, but first the OC. But
Yeah.
first the OC because I need.
It also has that like nostalgic feel
Yes.
to it. They're not on their cell phones all the time. Like, and look, I don't even dislike that when it's in other shows, but it's fun for it not to be. It's fun for it not to be an option.
I mean, it's gag, it's nostalgic because it quite literally is nostalgic, as in it was made in the 2000s. And
Yeah.
like, I love that lens. And I honestly always wish I could have like experienced high school at that time. I'm like, how'd you,
Yeah.
all
You
I could think
wish.
is things like, how'd you guys even get to that house party? You don't even have Apple Maps. Like,
You literally, I'll
get
tell you
there?
how. You had to pull up, what was it called? MapQuest.
MapQuest.
You had to pull up MapQuest on your browser, and then you had to print out the directions, and you had to have them in your car. And most friends' cars were just filled with printed out MapQuests.
No
right?
way.
Yeah, my mom would print 2 copies, one for the front and one for the back in case
Yeah.
we had to read it to her. And we were all dyslexic, so we couldn't read. So it was like all
Lot
of
of
us.
showing up
So it was a
late.
lot of lefts and rights. My mom was always late. But also something about the OC that I loved was the parents' arcs. Like the parents were
Yes.
involved. There was like drama between the 2 parents, and like they were very much present. There was less drama with like, I mean, maybe in the later seasons there will be, but I loved that there was this kind of like hovering B plot.
That's so true. It really rounds out the world. You're like, okay, I know this is a fake TV show, but it feels more real when the parents are in it. And then like with The Summer I Turned Pretty, it does feel a little more fanciful because it's like the moms are just like making brownies and like watching black and white movies and like where the hell are the dads? And like same in the Outer Banks. There's like no parents at all. So you're like, this does all feel a little like, it just feels a little more like removed
Of a
from
stretch?
reality. Yeah.
No.
Wait, which show would you be on and who would you be? But it has to be like a made up character. You can't be like, I
okay,
would be
okay.
Misha Barton. I do think I would be in The Summer I Turned Pretty, and I think because I'm gorgeous, and I think it would be because I would. Okay, you know how she like has that debutante arc that's like about to happen. Mm-hmm. Whatever they call the woman who runs the debutante training, I would be like her wannabe assistant,
I was gonna say,
or I would be like her assistant who wants to be her. I mean,
yeah,
like,
you
I
with
would
the
have job.
clipboard. You need a clipboard.
I've got the clipboard.
That's right for
I'm,
you.
I'm getting the girls in line. I'm like, that napkin's not folded right,
Yeah,
and then I'm looking at her to be like, did I do it? And she's like so annoyed with me all the time.
I totally see that.
That's me.
I'd be like a kooky, like I think like tennis mom or something like
Yeah,
that. Like
yeah.
the mom who's like, yeah.
In Summer I Turned Pretty, I would be like the rogue, really rich son
Yes.
of like one of the country club members who invites the main quartet to some huge blowout party at my mansion.
Yes.
And I end up like kissing Jeremiah or something. And then it's like his bi awakening. And
it's your
also,
fantasy.
but I'm also I'm also in the claws.
Okay.
And so like, and I'm high
This
pro.
is sounding less like a character and more like a fantasy.
Should we give the award away?
Let's do it.
I can see the winner.
And the Beachy for Best Beachy Teen Drama goes to The OC!
Oh, we did that.
The
Yeah,
OCFC.
yeah.
This,
Checks.
here's what I'm learning about our academy, The Office. They love
It's so-
nostalgia, which is actually perfect because our next episode is the best of Girls. Lena Dunham / HBO's Girls. That was Betch's Video Club. You can find us at
Tess Treg.
Madeline Mahoney.
At the Jack Maloney.
Brian, do you have any thought?
Wow, that's a real
was good
thinker.
thoughts.
That
That's
was
really
great.
funny. And I think that's a wrap.